You're gonna have to give me a second. I'm still thrilled the band played Harry Potter. Just a quick update for the graduates. Due to the district-wide paper shortage, diplomas will be distributed via email this year. And I've been assured that the most professional clip art possible has been used. Good evening. I'd like to welcome my peers from the class of 2012, the administration and staff of Howland Schools, as well as the families and friends of today's graduates. I am genuinely honored to have the opportunity to speak on behalf of such an accomplished and esteemed congregation of Howland's finest young men and women. Since first walking into Howland as an opinionated youth battling childhood obesity, it has been my dream to become class valedictorian. At least today I'm a little taller. The class of 2012 boasts distinction and accomplishment. In front of me sit one of the brightest, most well-spoken students in the country, speech state champions with national rankings, national merit scholars and finalists, and young leaders within our community. But you'll be hearing from me instead today. Over the past year, a lot of emphasis has been placed on our futures, whether making decisions to continue our scholastic pursuits in college, entering the workforce, planning to serve our country, or drafting blueprints for any other life direction. Months of essays, applications, endless dotted lines. Such activities have flooded our daily lives. I believe I reflect the feelings of my classmates when I say we are all fed up with the pressures of scheduling our lives from a high school desk. According to the Mayans, the apocalypse will claim us all in a few months anyway, so the pressure's off. They must be right, but I still can't quite figure out how they calculated the year Robbie Close would finally get a diploma. Graduation is a time of fond memories and lofty aspirations, of good tidings and great friends, and I wanted to reflect my speech on this. As I contemplated the topic of this address, I had a little chat with my good bud, Brad Fields. He expressed his fears of today. So instead of offering you, my classmates, a string of cliche Hallmark inspirations, reach for the stars. You can be anything you want to be. We're the leaders of tomorrow. I would like to reflect and recall the lessons, experiences, and relationships of our time at Howland that have prepared us for today and for our journey into the real world. Our time in the halls of Howland have taught us much in the ways of life lessons, whether we recognize it or not. Each and every experience has offered us priceless memories and helped us forge our identities. Beginning with scheduling of classes, we have learned life lessons. We learned that life is like scheduling Spanish. You never know what teacher you're going to get, but please God, not Miss Porter again. Joking aside, teachers such as Miss Porter, who fill the halls of Howland, have given us a model of commitment and passion for your craft in life. Plus, I don't know many other schools that have teachers willing to crowd surf at prom. So let's give a round of applause for the teachers of Howland who were doomed to share our 4 years. We also saw a shining example of dedication through our own beloved janitor, Bob. Bob Clark repeatedly emphasized his pride in being surrounded by students in pursuit of self-betterment, and nothing offered him happiness quite as much as being a part of such a process. Well, besides a round of angry birds, of course. In addition, I'd also like to thank Janitor Bob for inspiring the majority of the outlandish moves in my dance arsenal. Bob was never afraid to cut her up, as long as he could sweep it afterwards. Our classes at Howland taught us a few things, believe it or not. Some of us gathered inspiration and recognized a calling through our studies. We learned that Matt Smiley could essentially teach every math class at the high school. We learned that the little 3 letters MLA would make our lives HELL. We learned that Google Translate is, in fact, the best translating service around. We learned that Nate Sutton could get seasick at the mention of a boat from World War I. And Mr. Mike O'Neill taught us that apparently Eugene V. Debs is the most influential and ever-present figure in American history. School taught us to roll with the punches, and Taylor Kovacic taught us to throw a few. of lessons to offer. First, never judge a book by its cover. Ravishing young couples may be donning their best formal attire, looking the respected, regal part, but add in a few hundred sweaty classmates and the latest booty-shaking rap single, and witness the unsavory scene that is sure to follow. Also, school dances taught me the lesson of the power and importance of body language. Never has the term death stare been so relevant and appropriate than when staring into the eyes of your date's father as he methodically penetrates your soul. We have learned to respect the rules and sage wisdom of our elders. This was seen in the strict adherence to the school's no yoga pants rule. The clothing fad that seems to be everywhere but yoga classes. I can remember that dark, horrifyingly twisted day, a day that haunts all male students at Howland. Yet everyone knows the rule was instated because Mr. Paul from couldn't find a 3XL. Yesterday at Baccalaureate, the choral selection entitled No Hiding Place inspired me to include the lesson, there is always someone watching. With the advent of things like Facebook and Twitter, the world can become your audience with one rash click of a mouse. We all learn this lesson at Howland every Tuesday, as we cross our fingers in the hope of avoiding the week's shameful crown as Bob of the Week. This becomes a very important principle for the rest of our lives. As we begin professions and carve our places in the world, we must always remember the eyes of others upon us, both literally and spiritually. Our greatest lessons and memories, though, have been gathered from each other. The people in our community distinctly emerge as the strength and infrastructure of Howland's successes, and our graduates form a diverse and outstanding cross-section that reveals why Howland thrives as such a first-class community. We clearly learned that hard work exists as the catalyst for accomplishment. Undefeated teams and over 20 conference championships, a dominant speech squad, and a band that made Friday night atmospheres my fondest memories of high school. Not only has the class of 2012 been a success as a whole, but it is comprised of some of the best individuals and classmates one could ask for. My high school experience has allowed me to become exposed to a high percentage and diverse group of my peers, and I am proud to say that I'm amongst good company. Kind hearts like Sarah Jones and Caleb Armstrong, artistic phenoms and Travis Seagraves and Sierra France, the angelic voices of Rachel Regeeve and William Tipton, my developing man crush for Jalen McCorby, the Justin Bieber of saxophone. And we even got 2 weeks off at the end of every December to decorate our trees and celebrate the birthday of Matt Hayes. Our high school years have also taught us much of the importance of love and friendship, and we are lucky to have each other in that capacity. I've been fortunate enough to have an incomparable group of good buds through my high school years, and my time with them has been nothing less than, well, magical. Shout out to my good buds out there. There's a proverb that says you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. This principle emphasizes the importance of surrounding yourself and filling your life with bountiful relationships. In that case, as I look in front of me, I am extremely honored to call myself a member of Howland's class of 2012. I see a group I am proud to call my classmates and friends. We have learned some lessons, and we have many more to learn, but I am confident that we will teach the world a few lessons too. Congratulations, class of 12. We did it!